Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the counselor's office. Mr. Gaming Counselor, and we are back in the counselor's office. This time with another Counselor Reacts. This is something that popped up on Twitter, and I thought it was a great time to sit back and to talk about Halo. It's been a minute. That's right. Today, we're talking about what made Halo 3 special. I'm also going to read comments, by the way, just to see what other people think. And so I just generally want to sit and talk about it, you know? Halo. One of the big games, I'm going to have to bring this down. As epic as this is, I'm going to bring it down just a teeny tiny bit. Here we go. And I want to take this off so I can actually just focus on my words. Halo 3. I remember getting Halo 3 when a little late. I didn't get it when it first came out. I remember I was just in high school. I just turned 16, and so I got my driver's license. I got my first job at Walmart, and I remember my first paycheck. Went and deposited that sucker, and then I went to the GameStop across the way, and I bought me a brand new Xbox 360. And then I went into the used games. I got me Halo 3. Okay, and I go up and I buy that. I bought me an Xbox. What was it? I don't remember. Xbox Live card. That's right. I bought an Xbox Live card. I go and plug it in at home. My mom, by the way, was pissed off. Absolute pissed off. She was like, "Why did you do it? I can't believe it." Like, it's my first paycheck. I'm gonna do what I want with it. My money. I'll do what I want with it. And I was up all night. That's right, all night playing Halo 3. I beat the storyline that I ran through on Legendary because I want to be a badass, and I did it. And then I played all the rest of the night, and I started playing with multiplayer. Oh, I will never experience Halo in its prime like that again. By the way, I love Halo 2. No, it's like a competition between Halo 2 and Halo 3 people. I love Halo 2, and I have very fond memories of Halo 2. I remember when I first moved to my school out in the countryside, a guy had a magazine that showed where all showed hidden skulls. And I was like, dude, I have that game. I know where that's at. We became best friends. He was like literally my best friend. So I have great memories, but I still think Halo 3 is still better in general, especially with evolving of the multiplayer factor. I do think it is better. But Halo 3, man, talk about an era. Just the promotionals. I remember watching videos. I remember printing off all the Halo stuff because I would used to sketch things, and I'd print off all the different Halo promotionals, the artwork. I remember, I'd have like a guide. I made my own, because back then you didn't really have like guidebooks or YouTube. So I made my own personal printed guidebook, and I would like map out things. I would write notes, and I was a nerd. Like, Halo was my life. I was just a dirty little sweaty nerd who played a lot of rank and multiplayer and all that crap. Like, that was me. I was a sweaty nerd. But that's my story for Halo 3. Like, Halo 3, just the build up. You've got to stop thinking. Like, Mountain Dew had its own moments with Halo, and just everything building up. Bill Gates was involved in celebrating Master Chief and Halo. Just midnight releases were happening for this game. Just things that gamers just not experiencing. Like, things that the experience that people had with Halo Infinite will never come to what Halo 3 was. Like, Halo 3, the experience absolutely eclipses what Halo Infinite ever did when it comes to advertisement. And that's something that is such a shame that people just will never truly be able to enjoy. And so I'm going to get to the comments in this one, but I'm going to kind of look around and see what people say. We'll get to that video. So let's read. A few months ago, I took a friend of mine on a playthrough of the original Halo trilogy. He'd never experienced the game, and I was trying to give him the entire experience. As in watching the trailers before we played each game, the ads really changed the experience. Yes, it actually did. Like, it's crazy. And we're going to keep reading. For my friend, it gave him context and build up. But for me, I have such an attachment to this franchise. I felt like I was reliving the hype vicariously through my friend. It was generally the closest to the childhood game type or hype I'd experienced since the release. But what really made it incredible was the build up to Halo 3. The ad campaign for Halo 3 is just so incredible. More than the game itself. I love the sense of stakes and finality. The way it revolves around a memorial service, I legit felt like I was being honored. You know the ending, you know humanity makes it, but it just feels like some mythical battle, something to be written in scripture. The veterans all talk about how it felt so real to me and how they concluded with the same sentiment. Yeah, like they actually showed all, like the Believe trailer, like it actually was crazy. The trailers for this game was just phenomenal. No soldier should be honored for doing what is expected. Spartan 117, Master Chief. The idea that he was missing after the conflict and how humble, modest Chief portrayed just wraps it all up for me. Once we finished the ads, I was so fucking ready. Yeah, I mean, all the cutscenes, the things about the veterans. Finished the fight. We played it through and my friend had a great time, but in recent memory, it was my best replay of the game. Pretty sure I was far more hyped than he was, and I played through this entire franchise thousands of times. Whoever cooked those ads really cooked. I mean, the ads were just phenomenal. I really love the original trilogy. Every game individually has this interesting feeling associated with it, but when you add the experience of Halo CE 2 and watch the ads for Halo 3, that's what made it special for me. I mean, absolutely. What a journey. Thanks for that, by the way. Everything about this thread, everything about the Halo marketing department, they were given a blank check and told to do it. Such great context. Thread really captured what it felt like playing Halo 3 at launch. The ad campaign leading up really made you feel like you were saving humanity. The Believe and Remember reach, where God tier levels of marketing and hype that I fear we'll never get again. I mean, it's passion. Let's talk about it. Halo 3 and other games had passion. There's no passion in any of the good new stuff. Some of it just feels like weird fan fiction. Like the whole relationship between Cortana and Master Chief was platonic. It was not like, oh, romantic. And then 4 ends on this weird romantic cliffhanger. 5 is like this crazy ex-girlfriend. And then Halo Infinite, it's like, oh no, we just killed our crazy ex-girlfriend, sacrificed herself. And now we have new girl who is going back to the normal Cortana. It's really weird how the passion for the game is essentially dead. Whereas you look at the effort, the detail, the pride into this. Halo 3 was one of the most pinnacle of gaming moments. It sold the 360. What did Halo Infinite sell? Nothing. It didn't sell anything. There was no hype. There's just sadness. There was hope. We had hope. We had copium. But when we got it, we were met with sadness. And it's been that way for so very long. Now, I do want to note that one of the reasons why we have not apparently had any changes in regard to Halo, like Infinite, is because apparently it's been very profitable. I just thought this is a very interesting side take. Halo 3, all the old trilogies were very profitable.
400 million, bro. This is one of the biggest flops in the history of gaming for a very long time. Very long time.
Sure, yeah.
People say
They're talking about Concord.
People are still playing Halo Infinite, and there's 500 million for
Halo
that.
Infinite's profitable now. It's profitable.
Is it profitable?
Really? Where'd you get that from?
People, sources.
Oh,
I'm pointing this out because this is what we get when it comes to people with Halo Infinite. No. Halo's not bad. Halo's not dead. It's not on life support. It's doing really good right now. It's fantastic. It's the best it's ever been. How I know is because of sources. People tell me it's the greatest game. People tell me it's the greatest Halo that ever was. No one everyone is playing the game. It's the best that ever was. It's funny. Now we look at some of the comments for this, which even brings up some more interesting details. So we have 17 years later, Halo 3 widely considered as the GOAT of Halo franchise. Why is that? The attention to detail hasn't been replicated in any game since. True. Mint Blintz? True. I do want to notice this. This hypersonic guy is the 343 ball fondler of the century. These are the people that are literal jokes. And let's read why. Literally low playing everything. Oh my god, Halo 3 is not great. Because people conflate their nostalgia with quality and hype for the game. Let's look. Halo 3 had armor that you could earn. In fact, beating the legendary game unlocked specific top tier armor. Had plenty of god tier maps. Right? Had all the game modes. Right? That's pretty big. Had a functioning rank system. Also was on console, so we'll give some grace on it, but hackers wasn't a problem. Also, desync wasn't a thing. But overall, Halo 3 didn't take away from previous games. It built upon it, whereas Halo Infinite just throws things out the window. Halo Infinite didn't have like basic co-op, didn't have replayable missions, didn't have like that many maps, removed all game modes that have been there for years. The only way to play split screen, that split screen multiplayer, but it didn't have co-op. It took years to put that in. Bruh, Titanfall simp talking about nostalgia. Be quiet. And I think it's funny because they literally talk about better user over MC Halo Bozo. And they show like the Metacritic. Like this person literally is like, hey, here's the Metacritic. Uses 1 and not 2. Like it's baffling how stupid this person is. If you want to play a game within a window of time for it's good, then it's not good. But the thing is, you can go play Halo right now and it's phenomenal. That's the thing about this. You can go play the campaign. You can play the multiplayer. It's still chef's kiss. It is still good. It is still living up to date. The only people that don't like it are the kids that are on Adderall. Let's be honest. Kids and young players that are on Adderall don't like it. And that's a mental illness problem. And listen, ADHD is a mental illness. If it wasn't, it wouldn't be in the DSM. And I'm a trained person who can actually diagnose people based on the DSM. Legally, I can't do that because I'm not licensed. But it is literally a mental illness. So when I tell you that people with mental illnesses prefer Halo Infinite and need to take Adderall, I'm telling you. That's not shade, but that's just an observation. Halo Infinite does not even come close to the hype. 30 years from now, no one is going to think about Halo Infinite. But people will still, if Halo is still around, by the way, people will still talk about Halo 3. People will still talk about the Believe trailer. People will still talk about those moments. But they will not remember Halo Infinite. They will remember it as being the biggest garbage outside of Halo 5, which is an abomination no one will remember. No one will ever remember Halo 5. That is an abomination that should burn in the depths of hell. But let's be honest. Let's see. What else do people have to say? The harmonious feel of comforting, almost peaceful mysticism and horror. I can think of no better example than Truth activating the rings. The flood dropping down wasn't a jump scare, more of a somber reminder of the real threat. Furthermore, Halo 3 heavily encouraged socialization. It did. But I think it makes a perfect thing. Like the story, the enemy, the flow of it was just... Halo Infinite, as much as people love to talk about how it's better than everything, Halo Infinite is a retcon. It literally is trying to fix the mistake of Halo 5. And Halo 5 doesn't even go like stack on top of Halo 4. It's like 3 different storylines, whereas the original trilogy was that. It was a trilogy. It flowed like butter and it ended like fine wine. Halo 3 should have been the end of Halo. And they should have just did prequels. There's so many books and lore that they could have followed. Halo Infinite and 5 should have never existed. Not 2, but sure, Halo 3 was cool. I mean, I'm going to say Halo 2 is still great. Halo 2 is the GOAT for those around and actively playing when it was out. Halo 3 brought in everybody else, which is why it's considered the best by many. First one that hooks you is always going to be my favorite. I played Halo 2, but not really. As someone who's played Halo 2 was fantastic, but Halo 3 was just exceptional. There was no the advertisement and the build up to the conclusion. Halo 2 could never reach those levels, but Halo 2 was fantastic. The multiplayer, the glitches, the glitches are so freaking fun. Halo 2 was the best of them, but I get why people say 3. Respect. If you're a Halo 2 lover and we're you Halo 3 lovers, like we're shaking hands, like we're not disagreeing with each other. Like it's just when you have the Halo Infinites and they're like, get your nasty hands away from me. And this is just for Halo 2 and Halo 3 lovers. Get your nasty Halo Infinite fingers away from me. Because it has the best campaign, best multiplayer, and replayability. Right now, I could play some Halo 3 and have a ball. Like I can pull out my my Steam Deck and play and have a blast. It gave us Halo 1 style gameplay and maps that were made with more modern graphics and fidelity while staying true to its core mechanics. It did what a true sequel should, expand and improve on its predecessor while moving forward and respecting its roots. Holy crap! This is it. This is it. This is what Halo Infinite and Halo 5 never did. You can even argue Halo 4 didn't do it. It literally was a true sequel that built upon it and improved it and respected the roots. Halo Infinite does not respect the roots of Halo. Holy crap. I'm like, you can't make that. Where am I going? God of War is not what we're talking about. Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, there we are. The excellent usage of tension and release. Playing the first Halo, the announcement and ads for Halo 2, along with the genius marketing campaign of I Love Bees. The drop of Halo 3. Honestly, I think it's partly due to the impact it had in the gaming culture at the time. You had Machinima's gameplay montages, genuine hype around the fan base. Maybe other than Reach, no Halo game in the 343 run has come close to achieving the positive reputation that 3 had. Absolutely. This. Very simple. The music coupled, synced with the action on screen. Marty the Elder soundtrack is peak. Whether you hate him or like him, Halo original soundtrack is the best soundtrack. Absolutely. Nothing beats the original Halos soundtrack-wise. Honestly, it was everything that Bungie put into the game. For the first time ever, we had custom-made Forge mode, where you could make your own type of games. As an example, Griffball came from Halo 3. Also, another great game. By the way, Griffball, if I remember correctly, wasn't at launch of Halo Infinite. Just let that sink in. But my God, look at just the love. First played. Anyways, I'm ranting at this point. We're rambling, man. I just wanted to talk about it. Overall, what do you think? Why do you think made Halo 3 so special? And if you like to, we can agree, right? We're on the same page. Halo 2, Halo 3, right? That's fine. We shake hands. You know, we're all gentlemen and ladies when we're agreeing that Halo 2 and Halo 3 are like the best of all the Halos. Respect. But let me know what you think. What made it special to you? I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit that like button and comment down below. Until next time, don't forget to game out.